Well, welcome to another episode of the Better You Leadership Podcast. My name's Angela M. Odom. I'm your host, founder of the Better You Project. I teach women how to live, how to lead more confidently. And today's topic is, I think it gets at the essence of what going on with our lives. We're like so busy doing stuff, not necessarily in line with the things we have said, have purported to say are important, right? They're not aligned. Like what we're doing is not aligned with what's feeding our soul, right? You're so busy. My God. So I think it was maybe, I guess it's been 2 weeks ago. I was at a conference in DC. And every day, this was like, I was there, I think, from Saturday. Yeah, Saturday through Wednesday. And every day there was lots of things, activities on my calendar, right? Like from early morning till late at night. And I was wore out. And oh, by the way, there was no space in the day for me to have breaks or regular conversations or hugs, right? There's no breaks in the day to do that over those few days of being at that conference. And I thought, this is somebody's life, like all the time. They're busy doing what others would have them do. And sometimes, they convince themselves that what they're doing, um, is critical, is important. But I want to tell you that I believe that is an indicator. It's an indicator of your health, your mindset. It's an indicator of, being so busy is an indicator of how you feel about yourself. So I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to, this is a gift. I'm gifting this to you to consider why you're so busy, why we're not normalizing having space on our calendar, right? Why we're not normalizing, taking time to, first get all those medical screenings completed. There are people leaving this earth um, decades earlier because they were so busy they couldn't even go to a medical appointment to get whatever this thing was identified early enough so that the medical professionals could help this thing. So it's so busy. October is so many different months. One in particular is check your girls month, right? Check your girls meaning your breast, right? Breast cancer awareness month. And my question right now is like, when the last time you had your girls checked? When the last time you got all your medical screenings completed? So this is not me putting my finger in your chest. This is me telling you that it's okay to be aware, to gain some clarity on how you spend your time every single day. And if you are so busy, whatever. And if you got some little teeny kids, then you're going to be busy. That's just the way that is, right? That's just the way it is. However, if you can make some space in your day just to think, then I think you might be in a better position to save your own life. I want to bring to your attention some ways that I um, take the time to decide what I'm going to put on my calendar, what's on my schedule, who am I going to engage with, how long will they have access to me, right? Like I'm a commodity. You are a commodity, and your time. We all get the same amount like every single day, and your time is important. So one of the things I started doing years ago was maintaining a calendar, right? Managing a calendar. And I have a shared Google Calendar, so it can go across all different types of platforms. And with that, inside of that, the Google Calendar, I'm able to set up different calendars. Like, when we talk about priorities and where we spend our time, then for me, you got your family calendar. I have my family calendar. I have my son's calendar. I have different work entities like paid people. People are going to pay me to do some things, and that's those calendars. And so the first thing I put on my calendar, so if we're going 12 months out, the first thing I put on my calendar is all of my medical appointments, right? Because I'm not going to miss those messing around with you, right? I'm going to put all my medical appointments on my calendar, looking out for the year. I just got my COVID booster shot and I got my flu shot yesterday, right? So I might not know the very exact date, years out, months out, but I do know that during October, I want to get my flu shot, right? So I'm going to put my medical appointments on there first. And you're just like, well, what are you talking about? This is about how I'm going to spend my time. And then I'm not going to commit to anything else on those specific days. On those particular days, I'm not going to commit to anything else. We're talking about being so busy. Being busy just to be busy is not a flex. And a flex, like, you see these guns right here? I got my arm up and my flex, big old guns over here. I'm flexing, right? And so it is not a flex to be busy all the time. You might have like a short-term sprint where you've got to just hit it. You got to get it done. You got to get it done from morning to night so you can complete this project because you've committed to it, right? And so you want to sprint towards that, and then afterwards, guess what? Spend some time with your folks, yourself, right? Spend some time with some people that want to hug you, love you, adore you. Take some downtime from that. But so what I do is I make sure I put the medical appointments on there first, a year out, right? Um, and then from that, I back that out and I say, okay, what are my family appointments, family engagements? What are we doing? And we might have a trip together, or we might just spend time looking at one another together. But we're going to schedule it, put it on the calendar, right? It's on there, family time, whatever that might look like over a 12-month period. Because what is the highest priority? Once you are working, you are engaging on a project for a paid uh, activity. Then, if someone from your family calls and says, "Oh, I need you right now," then that is the priority. So I put them on there first. However, if I'm doing something with my family and I have some medical issues, then that is the highest priority. So I put those first, and then family, and then the different activities. Right, put that on there. And for me, I want you to have a way to schedule your time. And some of you are like, I can't be that restricted. Well, that's on you. I don't know how to keep up with it. Well, hey, yes you do. That means you don't want to. So being busy is not a flex. It's an indicator of your mindset. It's a predictor of your future health condition. It's a it's a it's a it's a predictor of how you are going to um, feel later on, right? And so that's what I want you to do. And sometimes we're working because, that's where we get our value from. And then sometimes we're working because we have so many financial obligations. We have so many bills. We have so many people that are dependent upon us. And so you're like, I can't, I hear you, but I can't stop right now. And so I understand that. So what I want you to do is to decide on a time that you can think about what in the world you want to do with your time and with your life. Who's going to have access to you, right? Who's going to have access to you, and then what it is you want. And you might want to, like me, I love to travel. So guess what? That's on my calendar. So in the year of 2022, I've traveled someplace other than my home um, every month of the year. Every month of the year, right? Every single month. And I'm not going to stop that. Um, as long as I'm able to, I'm going to do that because that gives me joy, right? And so I want you to start reading more and deciding more of what's going to be helpful for you in the long run. We're going to have a reading list. I have a reading list. Angela Odom has a reading list. It's just top 10 books that will help you, help us rather. So sometimes we're working because we don't have enough funds. We don't have enough money, right? We don't know what to do. We don't know where to start. We've been listening to other people, and it's just not working. And so this is one of the books by Chris Hogan, Everyday Millionaires. And so really, he's talking to people about retirement options, things you do now, so that you're not just looking all crazy um, when you get a little older, right? So you start that right now. And then I love this book right here, right? Can't Hurt Me. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Let me see if I can get it so you can see it. There you go. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. You see, I got it all tabbed out. I love this book, right? I love what it. I love what it provides, and it provides clarity. And then the body keeps the score. So we are all so busy, but your body's going to tell you when you're doing too much. And another one is Crucial Conversations. Sometimes sometimes we just need to know how to talk to people in a courageous manner, right? We need to be able to talk about those stories of shame, those stories of bullying, those stories of just foolishness. And this will give you an opportunity to know how to approach someone who is not holding up their part of the bargain or whatever it might be. And then the one thing I believe that whole thing of multitasking. I think multitasking is a lie, right? It's a lie. It's a flat out lie. So doing one thing and continuing through until it's finished, until you can see different iterations of it. For example, if you say, you know what, I want to write a book, well, all the way through to publishing and marketing and selling it, right? So you start with all those things, but you just do one thing at a time until you finish that. So being busy all of the time is not a flex. It's not impressive. It's not anything to aspire towards. It is an indication of what your future health is going to look like. I hope you heard me on that. All right. So good morning. I see you, Mo. Good morning. So if you have over the last 30 days been so busy that you're like, oh, couldn't even catch my breath. Oh my goodness, I hadn't even been able to sit down face to face with my boo. I hadn't been able to really find out what's going on with my kid, my grandkid, my niece, my nephew. I don't, well, I don't know. I've just got so much going on. I just got so much going on. Well, that's um, that's not sustainable, right? And it's nothing you should put up with. So perhaps you start today and look at how you can get some more of your time back, normalize space on your calendar. Perhaps it may be over the next 5 years. Maybe it's over the next 4, 3, 2 years, 1 year, right? And so what does that look like? So find out, like the first thing is, why are you so busy? What are you working on? What is taking up your time? And once you figure that out, if it's money, it's like, I got to pay the bills. Well, develop a plan so that you don't have so many bills, right? Like over time, what can you do so that you don't have so many financial obligations? Or it is, hey, I gotta get in there, get these skills, is so that I'm able to go to the next level, get that promotion, get to a space in my job at this company, so that I'm trusted, so that so that I'm dependent upon, all that kind of thing, so that I'm able to, um, just find out what it is I really like to do. And oh, by the way, I really don't like people at my house, so I want to be busy. Some of that is you don't really want to be around the people that are in your home. If we're going to be truthful about it. So, with that said, my name is Angela M. Odom, and I am the founder of the Better You Project and the host of the Better You Leadership Podcast. I teach women how to lead more confidently, and I'm here to tell you most women undervalue themselves and put up with a bunch of crap. And I am here to tell you that being busy all of the time is not a flex. It's an indication of what your future situation will look like. It's an indication of your mindset. So flip that thing around and attempt to get more space on your calendar. And you're like, to do what? What am I going to do? Like I wouldn't know what to do if I had some time. Well, that's a problem. That is the top 10 dumbest thing I've heard forever. No, figure it out. All right, there you go. You all have an amazing day. And if you have not already subscribed to the Better You Leadership Podcast, do so. I'm looking for a rating of 5. None of that foolishness, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. That's for the birds. And then make sure you actually write something on it. Like, what did you get out of this episode? What did you get out of this podcast? Because this is like good stuff. This is golden nuggets. All right, you all take care. Have an amazing day.